Howdy folks, welcome to the 3D Sapiens Road Show. Your host Dan Davis here. So this is going to be a little segment on what I would call an emergency campsite. So not your established campsite. And I wanted to show you just how little really it takes to make these kind of emergency things work. So let me give you a little tour real quick where I'm at. So this is the Goat Meadow play area. My campsite, the normal one, is over that direction. But as you can see, there's a little bit too much snow. So I came in last night and just about got stuck right about in there. So I'm like, okay, never mind. Now what? Do I want to go down? No, because it's supposed to be like 100% chance of rain or snow or whatever today. And I wanted to shoot some video around here. So I thought, what the hell? Let's see what I can do. And so I drove around like these cars are doing here and scouted around a bit and decided this is the best probably I was going to do for very short notice kind of a campground. Now, I've done some rearranging since I last shot all the components and whatever. Again, trying to minimize, get it down to as little as possible, and eventually I want to get it, I've pretty much, in fact, I've got it almost, except for maybe one box, down to what I call a bivouac point, where you don't even have to have anything outside at all. You could just move things around inside the car and be set up to sleep. Maybe not the whole width of the car, but you know, good enough to sleep comfortably. So anyway, last night all I had out was the big box and the water thing. The two smaller boxes are the food boxes now, and they go inside just because of the critters. The one thing that was on top of the car was the ice chest, which is still on top of the car because it is bloody cold up here. It's not much above freezing. Some things I left out of the freezer, out of the ice chest, like the milk, which I was just taking a swig of, and it's got ice in it, so it was plenty cold. So I just covered things up with the car cover right now. Because I'm trying to expose as much glass as possible to get the whole greenhouse effect going. But I've just got it open right now to show you guys. Okay, so real quick, the usual stuff. Computer, this is now camera bag as well. Caddy, which is expanded into another thing, but with this I can carry everything I need, and it's handy either here or in the car. This is clothing and stuff that I don't really use that much for like shows and stuff like that, so I don't need access to it much. Below that gray box is miscellaneous office stuff. The blue box, what used to be the food box, is now the manuscripts and important binders kind of office kind of stuff. On the other side of these two backpacks buried back there is the gray backpack that has the current manuscripts, or manuscript that I'm working on, and so on, which you don't need to know all that. This is the MacGyver backpack. It also holds all the extra hats because you want to change hats so you don't get them all leaky or whatever. Plus, I use them for the show. This is now the light box. This is nothing but lanterns and whatnot. Down below is other stuff I've talked about before, like the toy bag and the skateboard right there. And below that, that duffel bag has all the clothes in it, but it's kind of goes along the end of the bed here to kind of fill in that hole between the seats and the bed. Here's what the curtain looks like in the back. A few miscellaneous things like shoes hanging here, the guitar is hanging right here. I'll be shooting some video from inside as well, probably tonight, just so you can see what it's like. It works, and there's enough space to actually play the guitar, so you'll see that too. But anyway, shoes, these are shoe bags that I need accessible. Like hiking boots over here and so on. Below that's tools and MacGyver tackle box and so on. The milk I was just drinking, like I said, still got ice in it. So from this side over here you can see the gray backpack, and then my reading book, which right now is the Quran, and an extra hat. The checkered backpack is the Munchie backpack, which can hang nicely from someplace and have munchies accessible. Again, I don't have the windshield thingy up because I don't want to block any sun right now. Anyway, and the garment bag. So that's it. This is all I need. And since it's so bloody cold and I did not make a fire, I didn't spend a whole lot of time in the chair, so I didn't put it together like I normally do with a little bit more padding and whatnot. But basically this is it. I need the water bottles, and there's Al. He goes in with me at night to provide oxygen for me and not so cold for him. So water container, and then propane, stove, kettle, which is all inside that box, the coffee thing, which is inside of one of those boxes, and ta-da, you're set to go. And it'll take me about 5 to 10 minutes. I could change this over to get on the road, or since it's so cold up here, like I was saying, I don't spend much time in the camping chair. The best place to sit is right there. Comfortable throne like Archibonka. Alright, so I guess that's it for now. I just wanted to shoot a little bit of video because it's supposed to be 100% chance of, like I said, rain or snow. And that's probably it moving in. So I wanted to shoot some video before things cloud up. And in the meantime, I'm going to try to figure out what the heck to do. I might move over there and set up a bit more camp. So you might see me shooting back this direction from over there at some point, just to get away from all the noise and whatever over here. Or I might give it an hour or two if the weather doesn't close in too quickly, and see if I can get out to my campsite in the car. But either way, I'm going to hike out there and check it out and grab a couple things and whatever. So anyway, thanks for tuning in. And again, the whole object here is to show you how little it really takes to live on the road, to travel on the road, and how to organize things so you know exactly where things are at, and you're not moving stuff around that you don't have to move, and you're not carrying stuff that you don't have to carry, but you've got everything you need, and then some. So anyway, that's what all these travel tips are about, and so there's a whole bunch of them. You'll be seeing a whole lot more because we're just starting here. So, again, thanks for tuning in, and catch you next time.